What's up with the what's up? We back, we back, we back, we back. We back, baby. We back. I'm coming on just like that. But before I do, I gotta shout the shop out and say thank you to the shop owner, Rob J, for giving me the opportunity to show my talents. As y'all can see, we're trying to do something big here. Support, like, share, subscribe on your YouTube channel. I'm on the YouTube channel. Go to the Facebook, like, many likes as you can get. Tune in as when you can. And let's get right into it, man. Jaylen Brown is a Philadelphia 76er. Jaylen Brown is a Philadelphia 76er. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now, we started out by saying, for those that listened yesterday, I broke down something about the Sixers when they had their best teams around Embiid. And one of the teams I said was when we had Jimmy Butler and when we had the shooting of J.J. Redick. And we had a power forward also that could shoot from the corner and make those corner threes when you start doubling. And lo and behold, my prayers have been answered. Mike Gansey, shout out to Mike Gansey. Oh man, and Philadelphia's own Jameer Nelson, who I think had something to do with this thing happening too. If you look at this team right now, man, we got a potential top, well, matter of fact, not even potential. He's a top 10 player in the NBA right now. He's a one-on-one demon, as we saw in the playoffs, which we pretty much had to put two people on him at times. He's a bona fide killer. Bona fide killer, and ultimately, the big thing is, I think he's going to pump some Kool-Aid and some heart into Embiid. Yes, lo and behold, we finally got a guy in the mode of a Jimmy Butler, who can, when the D starts that slacking shit, and you know what he does, loafing around, flopping like a big loof, doing the Slafrican shit that he does, you know. We got a guy that's going to be looking dead in his eye and tell him, motherfucker, get your big ass down low. If you want to win, let's get it done. Or he's going to call him out. And we're going to really see, I mean, for those who haven't seen it, we've seen it in the past, but this is the pivotal season, which we're really going to see what Embiid's really made of, because this joker right here, on and off the court, we got a certified dog, and he's tailor-made for Philly. I remember an interview he did once on Gilly's channel, and I watched it. And if you look at his demeanor and you look at how he articulates himself, this cat right here, man, he ain't coming to play around. He ain't coming to play around. He has the mentality, like I said, on and off the court that we need. We finally got a guy on the team that's going to match Maxey's intensity and his effort on and off the court. We got a young VJ. We drafted the kid, LaFalin. I'm gonna get your name right. And another big move was Dean Wade, which is another a big point I was making when we had a guy like Batum, Saric. Who else we had? The Covingtons of the world, when we had them on the team early in the process days. You got guys that can shoot. You got dogs on this team now. We got guys that's going to compete night in and night out. And another big thing, because the inevitable is the inevitable. When Embiid takes off 20, maybe 24 prayerfully games, then you got Jaylen Brown who can take up some of that slack. You got Tyrese Maxey who still has another Robin, or well, not Robin, Batman on the court that could kind of, you know, get the job done to take those clutch shots when he take it. So right now, man, Sixers Nation, leave comments in the comment section. Right now, this thing is, I can't say enough about it. I cannot say enough about what the team is doing right now, and it's a total shift from what we've endured these last 5 years with the organization. And dare I say, I was yelling, sell the team. We're equal opportunity. You know what I mean? We criticize and we what they say, we grind you the fuck up when you need to be grinded up. But we also praise when we need to praise. Josh Harris, you finally have come around. In the words of my man off of Jerry Maguire, you have become the ambassador of Quan. You understand. You are understanding. If you make it or you put it together, they will come. And right now the fan base is back in full force. And I am one of them. I can't wait to get my tickets this year. I cannot wait. And with that on being said, we got another move that the Sixers are possibly being linked to, but not too excited about that. And I know people are getting really excited about it, but I can't. I don't want LeBron on this team. I don't want LeBron on this team. That's for one, it's only one basketball. That's way too much firepower. We still need the Jimmys and the Joes. We already got 3 stars potentially in VJ, Embiid, and JB. Which JB. He's JB now. You know, he's a piece of shit when he was in Boston, but he's JB now. Hey, that's what it is. Put the Sixers uniform on, I love you. You don't? And that's the real shit. I even looked at AI sideways, even though I could never really give up on my man when we traded him to Denver. But when he played the Sixers, he was the enemy, so had to root against him. But yeah, like I was saying with this LeBron thing, man, and we know the links, the Rich Paul link, you know, with Maxey being his client, and now the other link, which Gansey has a real close ties with LeBron, dating back to his days as a high schooler in Cleveland. So I think where there's smoke with the Sixers, you got to say there's fire. Who the hell thought we would pull this move out, especially with a division rival? I don't want it. And like I said, I got many reasons, but the main reason is you don't want to have too many players on the team where, you know, LeBron has an ego. Let's face it. You know, whereas though he might or might not buy into the team concept or whatever because he's on his last legs, but he's still going to want to get his points. And it's still all about his, what they say, his legacy he's trying to build in his conquest to be better than the 2 GOATs, the Mount Rushmores of the NBA, and Jordan and Kobe. But nah, we don't need that. We don't need the media circus that's going to come along with it. We don't know the what if. What is LeBron doing off the court this week? It's almost like having Podcast P again to a higher level, and we don't need that, especially during these last years where basically we're coming from NBA purgatory to basically the dark. We might be the topic of discussion for the next, let's say, 6 months because of what we just done with this JB move. On the flip side, which we got to look at the flip side, and I know for those fans who've been following the Sixers for a long time, we haven't traded with Boston. The last time we made a trade with Boston, we got that rat and that thief and that piece of crap, Al Horford, who came in, stole money for a year, basically got intel, then went back to Boston and won a chip. Ironically enough, with Jaylen Brown. So I know people are probably questioning, like, why would Boston do this move? And I'm going to tell you why. And here's something nobody's looking at. You haven't heard it on no sports channels. You're not going to hear it on the major sports channels because they're scared to touch on it. Jaylen Brown, if you have been following him or you look on his podcast, he's pretty much one of those type of black men that he's firm, and when you know one of those guys where you look at his face and you can tell, like, oh yeah, that dude, he's serious. He's a serious dude. Like, he ain't for the jokes and all that bullshit. Like all the you know, the sly jokes or the slick jokes. You know what I mean? He's about business. Yeah, he might crack a smile every now and again, but other than that, 24/7, he's a serious man, and he's an intelligent man. He can't play with him. He's not to be played with, not to be fucked around with. So when you see that, you also know that Boston is one of the most racist cities in America. It's not me saying it. It's not me telling you something that I'm fabricating. It's the facts. It is the facts. Now, there's been plenty of incidents. One in particular, when there was a situation where the unfortunate demise of George Floyd at the hands of crooked police officers, NBA players were speaking out, and they also protested games. And during that process, Jaylen Brown was one of the biggest people talking, and actually became the head of the NBA Players Association. And let's be honest, corporate America, which is mostly white, they didn't like that. Boston management team, which is mostly white, didn't like that. The city of Boston, mostly white, didn't like that. And so, even though he's been playing, and this goes back way back to the Bill Russell days, to the point where I'm going to just throw this out there real quick. Bill Russell didn't even want to celebrate his retirement with the fans. He just said, bring me my teammates. So that in itself, one of the greatest basketball players who brought them damn near double-digit championships. Well, double-digit championships. And he couldn't even celebrate with his own fan base because of the racism that he experienced. But, again, Bill Russell, in comparison to Jaylen Brown, was also that type of guy where he spoke up and stood for something. So, Jaylen Brown being in a situation where he was speaking up and speaking out for his people, got in some hot water with Boston and the media, which they tried to spin it and you know what white people do. They, you know what I mean, no disrespect, and like again, I'm not racist, but we talking facts here. This is how we talk. This barbershop talk, we talk that shit. Where, you know, white folks do things sly, where they take their shots or they kind of dish you on a sly tip. And Jaylen Brown catches it. He catches those slick little disses. And I believe that this has been a breaking point. This offseason, they were shopping him, basically pimping him, like I said yesterday to the NBA. And he basically, behind the scenes, probably told him, look, I'm not playing for y'all. I'm done. I've had enough of this shit. Get me out of here. And when the guy in this thing couldn't go down, boom, here you have it. Us. Swoop right in like a thief in the night. It must be the Howie Roseman syndrome, because Mike Gansey came in here and just got the shit done. Got it done without hesitation. One of the best masterpieces in GM work I've seen by a Sixer GM since, dare I say, Billy King. But again, like I said, big move with Jaylen Brown. And I'm telling you right now, people, if you have it, come back home, put your bets on the Sixers, because we're doing business this year. And speaking of bets, got to get into it. And I knew it was going to happen eventually. And I got a story to tell. And I'll wait till I tell this one first. Or no, wait till I get into this. This just happened. And most of you probably know. If you don't know, we had an NBA player who was caught, a live NBA player, an active NBA player who was caught gambling. Red-handed. And unfortunately, it's one of us who had to succumb to it. And the sad part is he's on the internet podcasting with what's the other crazy man that quit his profession? Brown. Another Brown, by the way. I forget his name. Throw it in the comments section for me. Antonio Brown. He's on there clowning and playing as if he's not being federally indicted for gambling on his own team in the playoffs. The Detroit Pistons had a player, and the name escapes me right now, forgive me, but I'm sure you guys have thought out there. This guy decided that he was going to go and bet on his own team and didn't think he was going to get caught. Which brings up another big topic. It's not just him. It's not just him. And it's sad. And it's sickening. The integrity of the game and sports as we know it is gone. It's gone. It's gone as we know it. And it's sad to say And you know I'm a sports enthusiast, like I'm as passionate as the next man, especially when it comes to Philadelphia sports. Unfortunately, I might have to start looking sideways, man. Especially when it comes to investing money. I might have to start looking sideways where I'm making these little side bets with my friends. Where I have to say, nah, I can't bet on them. Because I don't know. These guys are going down here. We already know the refs are doing what they do. But now you got a professional athlete. I mean, he's not the first one, but in real live time, where we had everybody and their mother betting from, you got babies coming out the womb betting. That's how big FanDuel and all these sports betting apps are. I had my 13-year-old ask me to put a parlay in for the other day. It's insane. And she don't even watch sports. She wouldn't be able to tell you a basketball from a hockey puck. But she know about a parlay and a FanDuel bet and what a spread is. And I didn't teach her. But this is the era and this is the world we live in. And getting, like I said, without jumping back and forth, getting back to what I said, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. And can't reveal my source. Won't do it anyway because I ain't never been a rat or a snitch. But I will say this. I was told by a very trustworthy man, and he got it also from a man that, let's just say, he's one of the greatest college coaches ever to coach in basketball. And he's no longer with us, God rest him, but he's synonymous. He's synonymous in Philadelphia. He's well known. He once sat down with this man and he told him that once sports betting is implemented, and it's coming. Sports betting is implemented and legalized. See, because back then it was illegal. So you probably, chances of getting caught was slim to none because something illegal, ironic as it seems, anything illegal you're doing behind the scenes, chances of getting caught, unless you do some dumb shit, is slim to none. But when it's in front of you, people do shit out in the open and get caught. That's when you should be doing it behind the scenes when you're professionally playing or participating in these type of activities that involve gambling. But again, excuse me, I digress. These two gentlemen spoke, and the source, who I speak to regularly about sports, I was getting passionate about a particular game, Eagles game, and I was going on. And, he always gives me like my source of reality. He kind of gave me a little reality check and basically said, look, I was told this, and when I was told this, I started looking at things differently. That again, I say it again for those that, didn't hear me first. When sports betting becomes legalized, which means it's no longer controlled by the underworld, the integrity of the game will be lost. And now we are seeing it in bright lights and in living color. And in public, if you will, as my man Dusty Rhodes used to say. We are seeing it. And it is destroying people's careers and lives. And I have no clue to why someone would want to risk me and probably every other individual who works 9 to 5 or who's retired or whoever, or is just living an everyday life, isn't making over 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 million of dollars a year to do something that they love, to play a professional sport. Now, if you are, God bless you. You're one of the lucky ones, and keep shining and keep living. But if you aren't and you get that opportunity, there's no way on God's green earth, coming from where most of these guys come from, well, not now, because once you're in college, you get these NIL deals and you get your life changed. So that's even worse. His life was changed before it even got to the NBA. So now you risk because of ego, because of the non-ability to let go of ghetto mentality. Yeah, I said it, and I'm pro-black, and I'm black as can be. But nigga shit is nigga shit. And that's nigga shit. I'm not going to put my whole family at risk where I'm taking care of them and I got generational wealth where I can invest in damn near anything I want to, take a loss here, hit here and there, and still bounce back quickly to becoming a broke nigga where I got to spend money because those lawyers going to cost your ass. And trust me, you are an example. You are the example. They're already digging in Chauncey Billups' ass, and he wasn't even playing. All he could do was sell people in and out. You can control whether the game is won or lost, and it's clear as day. You can't escape it. FanDuel has tracking. They track your credit card statements. They track your spending, your winnings. You done. Life. I mean, life is still going to go on, but now you're back on the street ball court. Now, all you got an opportunity to do now is make something good out of a bad situation and mentor and keep somebody else from doing that shit. Keep another young brother from wasting his whole entire income on some goofy shit, and most importantly, possibly risking jail time. I don't know no motherfucker that want to go to jail. Not even the hardest drug dealer want to do that type of shit. For some silly shit? Come on, man. Come on, bro. But again, I digress. But we touched on something, and we mentioned something in my little rant about the gentleman that was betting. And I mentioned street ball. And as you can see, up here, you might can see it, we got Street Legends. The word in our banner up there. And we're going to have a show where, like I said, we're going to have some street legends on here. We're going to talk to some of them and get their input, on how the neighborhood has changed, what the old 15th Susquehanna Basketball League meant to the neighborhood, how it affected the community and the young brothers back then, especially young brothers like myself who grew up under these guys and watched how they maneuvered in the streets. And for some of them who I got the chance to know personally, got the chance to see how they lived and how they took care of their families, and became great mentors to guys like myself. And just basically ask them, questions on, how they continue to mentor guys today, and man, how they continue to survive in this society that we live in, as far as, how they keep themselves up, keep in shape. And some of them still playing the 60 and over leagues. So I would like to, dive into that too as well, you know what I mean? Because, they have a lot of great wisdom, and I think it needs to be shared. So that's what's upcoming. We appreciate you listening today. I know, we went long yesterday. I can get excited about these things, you know what I'm saying? But, we're going to keep giving it to you raw. We're going to keep giving it to you real. And we're going to keep coming from the shop, baby. Don't forget, come down and patronize if you get the chance. We're located right here underneath the subway at Broad and Dolphin. And keep supporting us, man. We appreciate it. All we asking, man, is just to like, share, and subscribe. Take your time out, hit that button, bang, bang, boogie, and go about your day. Take a look if you may. Holla at your boy. See you in traffic. It's the Angry Taz Show, and we out. Keep your head to the sky. Peace and blessings.